Let me ask you a question. When was the last time you felt truly refreshed? Like fully charged batteries ready to take on the world? If you're struggling to remember, you're not alone. But today, we're going to explore the art of overcoming burnout and discover powerful strategies for recharging your life. So let's dive in. I remember a time when I was juggling work, family, personal goals, everything at once. One day, after weeks of nonstop hustle, I realized I was too tired, and I accidentally put my phone in the refrigerator. It was kind of funny, but it wasn't. It was one of my first clear signs and wake-up calls that I needed to tap into so I could understand where I was heading to when it came to burnout. Not everybody has these, light-hearted wake-up calls. Many overachievers never get to address their burnout, and the consequences can be truly devastating. Imagine that you are a top performer, you work so hard to get where you want to be in your life, professionally speaking, or with your business. But as time goes on, you start feeling overwhelmed, irritable, and even detached from the world, like nothing matters anymore. Your work quality declines, and you're no longer that vibrant, passionate person you were once. Burnout will definitely derail even the most driven individuals. And so today I want to give you 4 tips that will help you break the burnout cycle so you can reclaim your vibrancy again. So the first one is self-care. I know you've heard this and you're like, I don't have time for this, but you don't have time not to do self-care. So if you want to overcome burnout, you need to embrace the power of self-care. I know you neglect yourself because I was there, and I know you think that you need to do the tasks, the list of things that you have to do before you can allow yourself to indulge in something that nourishes you. But self-care is crucial. When you set time outside for relaxation, exercising, to fill your cup and rest, you'll be able to recharge your battery in ways that work, success, and money can't. And remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. The second tip that I want to share with you today is prioritization and delegation. I know, nobody can do it as good as you could. But as overachievers, you are taking on too much. I know, because I was there. When you learn to prioritize tasks and focus on what truly matters and delegate when possible, you'll be able to step back and use your superpowers in a whole different way. Not to mention that that's what makes you a better leader. When you form, when you develop, when you trust those around you, below you, and help them rise, that's when the magic of leadership happens. Number 3 is that you need to set boundaries. So boundaries, wow, what a concept. And because technology and working from home and social media has blurred the lines between work and personal life, you need now more than ever before define clear boundaries when work ends and when personal life begins. Disconnecting and giving yourself the space to recharge without guilt is so important. And I know what I'm saying is not an easy task. When you work in the room next to the kitchen, or maybe you work on the kitchen, it's very hard to break that boundary, but you have to if you want to break the burnout cycle. The 4th thing I want to share with you today is to embrace mindfulness. I know you heard me say this before, but this practice, this being in the present moment, whether it's through meditation, through breath work, through energy healing, through coaching, through simply just taking a few minutes to appreciate the world around you, it's so magical. And it reduces stress and will boost your overall well-being. So, I want you to know that overcoming burnout is not a luxury. This is not something that you might choose to do. This is something that you have to do. It is a necessity if you want to maintain your health, your happiness, and your productivity. Remember the hilarious stories of the phone in the refrigerator? Well, let's not wait for your own funny story. Let's not wait for wake-up calls. I want you to start implementing these 4 strategies today: self-care, prioritization and delegation, setting boundaries, and embracing mindfulness. If you don't know how to start with these things, how to incorporate it in your life, how is it possible to practice any of these things when you're so busy with work, with motherhood, with your relationship, with life? This is something I help my clients do all the time. Not only because I have the tools, but because I was able to do it for myself. And so the best way to explore how this will work for you is to book a consultation with me at book.carmenbenta.com, where we'll talk about your particular situation and be able to tailor a plan, a blueprint that will help you overcome burnout, regardless of what the stressors in your lives are. Can't wait to see you in that call. I'll see you next week.